YouTubers! Mike Martins here with the Mike Martins channel. CV. Do Canadians really need to stockpile household items? This is brought to us by Global News by Maham Abadi. And it was published originally on the 3rd and updated on March 4th. So there it is, empty shelves. We're seeing these empty shelves. It's happening across the Commonwealth. You're seeing it all over Australia. They're out of toilet paper and hand soap and all kinds of weird stuff. And you got it happening in parts of Auckland and New Zealand. You're seeing it happening in, not too much in the UK, but you're seeing it a lot in Canada too. And people are worried. Why? I'll tell you why people are worried. They don't trust their governments. That's the thing. No one trusts. If the government says, don't worry, there's nothing to worry about, don't panic, maybe people start starting to think twice about what to do and how to do it, right? Canadians worry about the spread of COVID. Are filling up carts at grocery stores and pharmacies, stockpiling supplies they may need if things get worse. Several customers flocked to Costco in Markham, Ontario this week and told Global News they're starting to prepare for a potential health emergency. The store eventually announced it had sold out of bottled water and toilet paper and paper towels. People are getting crazy over COVID. They've already ran out of water and oil, one customer said while leaving the store. But is it really necessary for Canadians to stock up on essentials over fears of COVID? Cases will become more widespread. There's some disagreement on that. Advice from the health minister. Last week, Federal Health Minister Patty Hajdu suggests that people consider stockpiling food and medicine. It's really about, first of all, making sure that you have enough supplies so if someone in your family becomes ill, if you yourself become ill, that you have what you need to survive for the week or so without going outside, she said. Other health officials, like in Ottawa, Public Health's Dr. Vera has also said staying well supplied is a good standby advice. That's always applicable, not just in this case. She said that public health agencies warn all the time that people should have provisions for unexpected emergencies, including snowstorms, power outages, and even possible pandemics. On its website, the Canadian government does not have a list of supplies each household should have in case of an emergency. It advises that supplies, which include 2 liters of water per person per day, and food that doesn't spoil easily, should be in stores as an emergency kit in a backup or a duffel bag. So this is what the guy said here. World Health Organizer said, equipment shortages leaving health workers dangerously ill-equipped. What to buy? In the case of COVID, specifically, Health Canada says it's important for Canadians to have a plan with essentials, several steps, which entails several steps, including stockpiling some items. Stockpiling essentials and stockpiling entails. On its website, the government advises Canadians to fill up their cupboards with non-perishable food items such as dried pasta and sauce, canned soups, vegetables, and beans. It adds that stocking up on other items such as pet food, toilet paper, facial tissues, diapers, feminine hygiene products is also a good idea. For those caring for someone who falls ill with CV, the government recommended having these items on hand: soap, facial tissue, alcohol-based hand sanitizer, paper towels, household cleaning products, laundry, dishwashing detergents, fever-reducing medication, garbage bags, and household bleach for disinfecting surfaces. The advice is similar to what U.S. officials have recommended. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security had issued a specific list of what people should gather to prepare for a potential pandemic. The list includes 2 weeks' supply of food and water, a continuous supply of prescription medication, and non-prescription health supplies like pain reliever, stomach remedies, cough and cold medicines, fluids with electrolytes, and vitamins. It also recommends people to get copies of their health records. Wow. However, the government also cautioned Canadians not to rush to stores and buy in bulk, nothing that may put a strain on the supply chain. Instead, Health Canada recommends buying a few items at each trip to the store. The problem is this problem is doubling and quadrupling every day as it goes by. In China, it's getting better. Woo! But how much of China do we believe? Could we trust our own government? They're not doing anything to check passengers coming into the country. They are arming people with flyers, but in pamphlets. I'm not sure how far that would go. Some people even came into the country from Iran the other day. They were on the news saying they weren't even stopped. They were stopped in other countries, but they were never stopped in when they arrived in Canada or checked. So that's what's scary. The reason for stockpiling these items is not necessarily because you will need to self-isolate, the website read. Having these supplies on hand will ensure you do not need to leave your home at the peak of an outbreak if you become ill. Some disagreement in stockpiling. Not all officials in Canada say stockpiling is necessary. Christine Elliott, Ontario's health minister, said she believes stockpiling is unnecessary and that people should continue to go about their lives while being cautious. The province currently has 20 cases of the virus on Tuesday, the new Ontario cases being Canada's total to 30, with 9 cases in British Columbia and 1 in Quebec. Federal Conservative health critic Matt also criticized Hadjudu's advice on Monday, telling people to stockpile can incite a lot of public concern. Food and medicine can mean a lot different things to a lot different people. We'd love to see more transparency in terms of what to expect. I think this is the time most Canadians are curious about. I think we need to see more transparency in our banking system. We need to see more transparency in our government. I think we need to see more transparency in what's happening with the whole... I'm not going to go there just to get my video flagged. But yeah, I think we need to see more transparency in other things, in my opinion. But heck, what the hell do I know, right? Stockpiling driven by anxiety, says health expert Anna Banby, the director of global and indigenous health at the Faculty of Medicine in the University of Toronto, explained to Toronto News that stockpiling is largely caused by anxiety. So what are preppers? Are preppers considered anxious or anxiety? Have this anxiety? No. Why does it have to be such a negative tone on being prepared for something? If you trust your government, you trust the system, you trust everything, and you have full confidence in them, then you don't have to stockpile nothing. Right? You know what I'm saying? So this current rush for all these supplies, a lot is driven by anxiety. I said that but while COVID becomes a more mainstream in Canada. Banjari suggested Canadians to take a look at what the government recommends all households have on hand to create an emergency supply kit. I think it's a good idea to have an emergency supply kit. That's a contingency plan, and it's something that all Canadians should have, an emergency supply of things, like they say, up to 72 hours of water, food, and flashlight matches, those kinds of things, she explained. When I was a child, when I went grocery shopping, every Friday we would go grocery shopping after my parents got home from work. They would go grocery shopping, and they would go basically buy groceries. We would buy groceries for 1, sometimes 2 weeks at a time. We don't go every 2 days, 72 hours of food and water. Who the hell, So I'm just trying to figure out, we would just, I'd buy like a week or 2 weeks at a time. I don't go grocery shopping every 3 days. I don't have time for that. However, Banerjee cautioned against Canadians rushing out to buying large amounts of household items at once, specifically over CV. To say to every Canadian you need to get toilet paper, I think that's going to cause shortages. I am not sure that's necessary. So guys, I actually read this whole damn thing. Let me know what you guys think, guys. This is a pretty big deal. Guys, don't forget to go to my channel here. I'm going to show you here what my channel is here. Oh, God. Let me go to my channel here. You guys go to my channel, and if you guys can, go to this little section here and set reminder to watch Mike in the Night. Mike in the Night's really good. We got lots of Mikes in the Nights here. That's and then we have it right here, Mike in the Night shows, going way back, if you like talk shows, talk radio, podcasts, people calling in from all over the world, all over the Commonwealth, discussing what's happening, go ahead and check it out. Check out a show. Maybe call in if you got something you want to add. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It means a lot to me. You know that everyone's participating. I'll be reading the comments below. Are people overreacting to stockpiling? Do people have enough faith or confidence in their governments that things will work out. The governing system will be taken care of when it comes to taking care of its people. Do you guys see that? I don't know. Transparency, where does it lie? Are they telling us what we should know? Do we trust China and their numbers, that it's going down and it's being taken care of? Let me know what you guys think. It means a lot to me that you're participating in the channel. Thanks for watching.